Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the only place where the glossy brochure talk gets left at the dealership, and the real, unfiltered truth drives front and center. If you're new here, buckle up we dig deep, get our hands metaphorically dirty, and break through the showroom sparkle to tell you exactly what's worth your money and what's just overpriced hype. Today, we're tearing into the 2026 Lexus NX, a luxury compact SUV that's been catching eyes, raising expectations, and making some pretty bold promises. So does it deliver or disappoint? Let's find out. Exterior first impressions, and we mean real first impressions. The 2026 NX looks like it wants to be taken seriously. Lexus didn't go subtle with this one. Up front, that familiar spindle grille is still here, still aggressive, still triggering love-hate reactions. But now, it's trimmed tighter and framed with slimmer, more angular LED headlights that actually look modern instead of overdone. The daytime running lights form a sharp checkmark pattern that screams high-tech, and the hood carries creases that add some muscle to the overall design. If you were worried Lexus was going soft with this generation, don't be. It looks like it wants to challenge the Germans, and honestly, from the front, it just might. Move along to the side and things smooth out a little. You've got that classic NX silhouette, but it's cleaner now, less fussy. The roofline has a subtle coupe-like slow paint, not enough to murder rear headroom, but just enough to add a sporty edge. The character lines run deep, especially over the fenders, giving it that planted, confident stance. It rides on up to 21-inch wheels depending on the trim, and those wheels finally look like they belong in 2026. Sharp, aggressive, and premium. Also, major props to Lexus for keeping the proportions balanced. Some compact SUVs just look awkward. This one, it looks sculpted. Now the rear, here's where Lexus decided to go all in on the future. A full-width LED light bar connects the taillights, and the Lexus lettering is stretched boldly across the back. No logo, just branding, clean and confident. It's a slick, futuristic rear end that actually feels worthy of the luxury badge. And unlike some rivals, the NX doesn't try to fake exhaust tips or add gimmicky chrome. It's restrained but not boring. Sophisticated without being snobby. We can live with that. Interior, step inside, and things take a real turn toward premium territory, at least at first glance. Lexus has redesigned the interior with their Tazuna concept. That's Japanese for reins. Like a horse's reins, which basically means they want everything to feel intuitive and driver-focused. And guess what? It works. The 2026 NX finally ditches the old touchpad controller, thank the car gods, and replaces it with a sleek, high-res touchscreen that goes up to 14 inches. It's angled toward the driver. It's fast, it actually makes sense, and yes, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are here standard. Material quality, honestly, top tier. Soft touch materials, contrast stitching, metal accents that don't feel like plastic pretending to be metal. Even in the bass trims, Lexus gives you surfaces that feel upscale. And if you go for higher trims like the F Sport or the NX 450 hours plus plug-in hybrid, you get even more looks touches, things like perforated leather, ambient lighting, and aluminum pedals. Seats, supportive, road trip worthy, heated and ventilated. Rear legroom is decent, especially compared to rivals like the Audi Q3 or BMW X1. And cargo space, it's respectable, not class leading, but not disappointing either. You're getting functionality without sacrificing style. Let's talk performance, because this is where things get interesting, and also, slightly complicated. The 2026 Lexus NX comes in multiple flavors, each with its own attitude. You've got the NX 250, the NX 350, the NX 350 hours, and the NX 450 hours plus. It's alphabet soup. But let's decode it. The base NX 250 runs on a naturally aspirated 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine pushing out 203 horsepower. It's smooth, it's reliable, but let's be real, it's not exciting. If you're just looking for a luxury commuter, it'll do the job. But if you want some punch, skip it. Then there's the NX 350. This one gets a turbocharged 2.4-liter engine making 275 horsepower and 317 pounds-feet of torque. Way better. You feel the pull. The 0 to 60 happens in around 6.6 seconds, and the 8-speed auto is smooth and responsive. It's not a canyon carver, but it's confident, composed, and gives you that premium feel behind the wheel without trying too hard. The NX 350 is your hybrid option A, and it balances power with efficiency. With 240 combined system horsepower and an EPA rating that dances around 39 mpg, it's the smart choice if fuel economy matters more to you than speed. It's not thrilling, but it's far from sluggish. And then there's the king of the hill, the NX 450 Plus. This plug-in hybrid brings 304 horsepower, an electric-only range of up to 40 miles, and the ability to do your daily driving without burning a drop of gas. And it launches to 60 in about 6 seconds flat. Quiet, quick, and pretty clean. Just be ready to pay for it. Driving dynamics across the lineup, comfort-focused, as you'd expect from Lexus. Steering is light but accurate. Suspension soaks up bumps without turning into a floaty mess. The F-Sport trims dial it up slightly with stiffer dampers and a bit more responsiveness, but even then, this isn't a BMW X3 M40i competitor, and that's not a bad thing. The NX knows what it is: smooth, quiet, luxurious, not trying to be a track weapon. Tech-wise, you're getting Lexus Safety System Plus 3.0 standard. That means adaptive cruise control, lane tracing assist, road sign assist, and a smarter pre-collision system that now recognizes motorcycles and intersections. The optional digital rearview mirror, head-up display, and 360-degree camera make the driving experience more seamless, almost like you're piloting something from 2030. Now, let's get into the numbers. Pricing starts at around $41,000 for the NX 250 and climbs up past $60,000 for a fully loaded NX 450 Plus with all the tech and luxury bells and whistles. Is it worth it? Well, that depends on what you value. If you want badge prestige, tech that doesn't lag, fuel options for every lifestyle, and a cabin that feels like it belongs in a car $10,000 more expensive, the NX makes a strong case. But and this is Car Flash, so you know we're not skipping the real talk. There are a few things Lexus still needs to tighten up. The infotainment, while finally usable, still has some menu lag. The engine options, aside from the 350 and 450 Plus, don't really thrill. And Lexus still hasn't shaken that perception that its cars are more about comfort than character. But you know what? That's not necessarily a bad thing. Not everyone wants razor-sharp steering or an exhaust note that wakes up the numbers. Some just want a luxury SUV that looks sharp, drives smooth, doesn't drink fuel like a V8 from 2005, and makes them feel like they're getting their money's worth. And in that sense, the 2026 Lexus NX delivers. So, final verdict: the NX isn't trying to be everything to everyone, and that's its strength. It's not the fastest, it's not the flashiest, but it is one of the most well-rounded, tech-savvy, and quietly luxurious options in the compact SUV market today. If you're shopping German and tired of option packages that cost more than a used Corolla, take a serious look at the Lexus. You might be surprised. That's it for today's brutally honest breakdown from Car Flash. If you found this review helpful, or at least refreshingly relatable, smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more no-fluff car content. We've got plenty more 2026 models coming up that you won't want to miss. Until next time, drive smart, question the hype, and keep it real.